Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Tea with P. Tea with P is a new LinkedIn series in which I speak to some of the experts in communication, marketing, and branding industry, and I'll try to understand tips and tricks on how to find your voice. So today I have with me Anne Morgan. Hi Anne.
Hello, it's brilliant to be having some tea with P.
Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. So Anne has recently started a new business called Celebrating the Story, and the unique part about it is that it is all about storytelling. In the age of technology, when everyone is focused so much on tech startups, Anne has taken a brave step and started business about being more human and all about storytelling. So Anne, do you want to share something a bit more about
I just think it's fascinating. Everybody has a unique story and everybody has something to say, and when you actually sit down and have a conversation with somebody, it's amazing what you can find out. And I think that human approach to storytelling is very comforting in a overly technological age.
Yeah, and storytelling is actually nothing new. We all live by storytelling. Like, I remember telling my stories to, all the fairy tale stories and reading those books. We have grown up with stories. And even in the interviews or now, whenever we meet a new person also, we connect through stories. And now brands are heavily investing in storytelling as well. So it's not that now brands are not asking whether we should tell our brand story or not. They need to tell their brand story to differentiate themselves from their competitors. So, and what is your perspective on that? That how important is telling a brand story?
I think the importance really lies in the humanity of it, because we really connect at the human level.
Yeah.
So when you have stories that portray something as being perfect and airbrushed, and without any kinks or problems, or it just becomes unrealistic, I think.
Yeah.
And what I particularly love seeing is when brands take a personal approach and they absolutely tell an individual story and how things have impacted on that human level. And I think it doesn't have to be a big production, it doesn't have to be something out of Hollywood, but I think if it's real life people telling things in their own voice, those make for the most magical stories, I think, and they make for the better brand story.
Yeah, definitely, I agree with that. In fact, nowadays we see a lot of stories in which everything is just so perfect. Somebody waking up at 5 a.m. in the morning, going for yoga classes and coaching sessions, and then going to the office, coming back, meeting the boyfriend or the husband at home, cooking together. But life is not so perfect, right? So it's better you tell the real stories as compared to because consumers are smart nowadays, right? They realize when it is scripted and when it is not. And what they connect with is the real stories, right?
That's right, and they also connect with the people who are telling the stories, and it quickly becomes evident if it's always the same people or the same person who's controlling the message. What we're really interested in is, what's Auntie got to say? What's the person who greets you when you come through the door? What have they actually got to say? And really, they make a huge difference, because the first points of contact that you have with brands can be, somebody serving you the coffee, somebody that you meet, on the bus, all of those things, and those people have got interesting stories and important things to say.
Have you recently come across any brand story that you really felt like, oh wow, that's like I so get that, or I resonate with it?
Well, actually, it was something that happened to you, Prathna.
Which one was it?
Yeah, so I'll tell the story. I don't think it's a big secret, but Prathna loves maple syrup pancakes.
Oh.
And she ordered a stack through Grab, and unfortunately they arrived without the maple syrup, and there was and it was just substituted with jam. Now that's not a major disaster, and that could have been left as a mild disappointment. But what turned that situation around was the fact that it accompanying the pancakes was a handwritten note where the guy at Starbucks had taken the trouble to actually write an apology, and there was a voucher as well, but it was a handwritten note, and that really resonated with me, and I know it resonated with you.
Definitely.
Because you've told me the story and you've told your friends the story.
I've told this story to so many times, so many people, because the reason is that it takes literally like less than a minute to just write a handwritten note, but I have been telling this story to so many people, right? So that is the kind of advertising you want. That are the kind of brand stories you need to tell.
And it's the, and those are the kind of people in your business that you need to have on site telling those stories. They need to be your evangelists.
Yeah, I agree as well. And then at the end, so usually I ask my guests, so what is the one advice you would like to give to people who are looking at maybe finding their voice, brand storytelling, or something in this space?
Well, the one piece of advice I would give is actually try and amplify your message through the different layers in your organisation. Ask people for their stories who you wouldn't normally ask.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks, Anne. Thank you so much for that advice. And hope you like this episode. Please like, share, and comment. And we would love to hear from you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
It's been a
you.
lovely experience. Thank you. Thank you.